May 30th, 1916. 16-year-old Archibald Dixon stands proudly aboard the HMS Queen Mary, steaming into battle in the North Sea to teach the pesky little German Navy a lesson. But when they arrive, the British get the shock of their lives. The German fleet is way bigger than expected, headed up by enormous, terrifying dreadnought ships. The battle is deadly. Ships go up in flames on both sides. Explosions ripple across the water while the massive dreadnoughts fire everything they have, and all it takes is a single shell smashing into a gunpowder store for a ship like the HMS Mary to explode, taking Archibald's life amongst 1,266 others on board. This was the Battle of Jutland. Thousands of deaths, and not the easy victory the Brits were expecting. In fact, it was hard to tell who'd actually won. How did the Brits get it so wrong? Let's backtrack. In 1914, Britain had the largest navy in the world, but Germany wanted one that would rival it. In the lead up to the war, Germany and Britain raced to build the most ships possible. But not just any ship. Both sides wanted to build the most dreadnoughts, a new kind of warship that was bigger, better, and outclassed everything else at sea. Heavy guns, steam-powered turbine engines, the works. Britain depended on getting food, weapons, and supplies shipped from the US and Canada, a potential weak spot. If the Germans could use their brand spanking new navy to stop that, sinking ships and cutting off supply lines, they could starve Britain out of the war. So the British Navy had one clear goal: to keep the German Navy out of the Atlantic at all costs. It was really all leading up to the inevitable battle, starting on the 31st of May, 1916. Hours of brutal fighting involving 250 ships, 40 dreadnoughts, and resulting in over 8,500 lives lost at sea. Both nations claimed victory, but at a cost. Britain lost more ships and men than Germany, but after the battle, the German Navy were left stuck in their ports, never to be a threat again. Whilst the fierce reputation of the British Navy took a knock, they did ultimately succeed in keeping the all-important Atlantic supply lines active. The war at sea was far from over, however. Germany changed tack, putting their efforts into submarines called U-boats, which were cheap and could slip through the blockades and cause a lot of damage. The imagined Great War at Sea became a cat-and-mouse game of German U-boats trying to sink supply ships in the Atlantic, and the British Navy trying to stop them.